Today we discussed water safety and security aspects, knowing that we had already discussed this 1.5 years ago, and that brought these two separate communities together to discuss issues to better interact the different sectors, knowing that the regulatory aspects are different, while the technological background is very often common. So we had a first snapshot of different policies, in particular the revised drinking water directive. And what was interesting is that DG Environment told us about the water safety plans, obviously, the change that have been done to the drinking water directive, indicating that the word security had been put in the memorandum of understanding, and it was a result of the first discussion. So while it has no regulatory weight for the in the drinking water directive, it is recognized that the safety and security has to be discussed all together. We had also a presentation of the water framework directive, which has also interactions on issues related to security aspects, for example, poisoning of reservoir, or which is not the same as distribution networks, but well, still some issues to be considered, and an introduction of the Siberian Action Plan and the implications for the water sector. Then a series of research projects have been presented, namely Safe Water, Tawara, Stop It, and Water Crimes. And what was interesting is to indeed show that when dealing with security, we should not be looking only at malicious poisoning of resources, but we should look also at illegal, I would say, practices regarding water environment. So crime is much, I would say, broader than only terrorism, in a way. So we had also example on how for example, NCIP dealt with pre-normative research related to drinking water, issues where tools and technologies were really brought to the market via SME participation and so on. So it was very, very fruitful in this respect. And the meeting actually then looked at the industry views with the Euro representatives and the water sanitation platform, technological platform, that led us to discuss interactions among the research organizations and industry sector. And we had also views by practitioners who were involved in several research projects. So all this, I would say, the dialogue has been very fruitful in that we are now, I would say, quite conscious that safety and security cannot be disconnected, while the regulatory, obviously, components are different. We have a directive, for example, on drinking water, but there is no regulatory aspects on security, since it is actually under the responsibility of the member states. But the technological advances that we are developing on safety and security could be certainly be working together. So the methodology approach is very common. Regulatory aspects are indeed to be considered distinctly. Thank you very much.